It's like a confessions of like an alcoholic. What's up, guys? My name's Jake. I'm fat again. That's definitely the fattest I've ever been. What's up, guys? I'm Jake Hutton, and I'm fat again. Last year, I got up to about 260 pounds. I was 24% body fat. I posted my workouts every day for the better part of half a year. What, 186 days? No, I think that's what we got up to. Got down to around 12, 13% body fat. I lost about 20 pounds. During the process, I ended up breaking my foot and getting a stress fracture on my 5th metatarsal. I kept just battling it back and forth, and it just kept getting worse. So I decided to take a couple months off. Here's what I've learned about myself. I can't stop eating. So for me to eat less than 3,500 calories, which for some people probably seems like a shitload, but for me, that's like my maintenance calories, or even I'll lose weight on that. But the reason that is, you know how people say you can't out-train a bad diet? You can. You actually can if you move a lot. So if you expend a lot of calories, you can eat a lot of calories. When I'm not able to run, and that's when I hurt my foot, it made it so I can't really run. So not being able to run, that's when I start getting fat, I've realized. So anyway, right now, the Summer Sizzle is upon us. So I figured, why not put myself on blast, let everyone know I'm fat again, and I'm gonna go through the Summer Sizzle program with the goal of you guys participating with me. So if you want, we have a link in the description. The enrollment's happening right now. So right now is like the pre-program leading up to the Summer Sizzle. So the workouts start on April 21st. And what I'm gonna be doing today is we have 2 weeks of kind of an onboarding program. And I'm kind of in the situation right now where I need that onboarding program. So I'm gonna be going through the onboarding program to kind of prep my body for the next 2 weeks for the main event, which is the Summer Sizzle. So I'm gonna film it. We're gonna document the whole thing. Hopefully I get less fat, and hopefully you guys hop in and participate with me, because I think it's gonna be really fun. We have a really fun program mapped out for this year. We'll cover that in some later videos, but today we're just going to hop right into it. I'm gonna get a body weight. We'll see how much I actually weigh right now. At some point I'm gonna get a body fat. I'm gonna do some blood work too, but that won't be in this video. And then, yeah, we're just gonna hop into the workout. I'll kind of go over what it looks like for the onboarding program, which is gonna be significantly less volume, obviously, than the actual Summer Sizzle. But again, it's for people that are coming in now to prep your body for the Summer Sizzle. So when you see this video, sign up now so you can hop in on this onboarding program with me, and let's go. Moment of truth, let's see what I weigh.
Yeah.
258.
It's pretty heavy, guys.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go over the workout a little bit for what we're doing today. So the Summer Sizzle's on a live calendar, so everyone's doing the same thing together. So during this onboarding program, the warm-up is a very important part of the workout, and a lot of people, when they sign up for our program, say that the warm-up harder than my workout, but I think that's a good thing. So today's warm-up consists of plank, bulldog circuit, groin plate slides, squats with a band abduction, and then broomstick jumps just to fire up our nervous system at the end. So it's a bunch of movements. We're gonna go through it two times. And then the workout, it's a pretty quick one today. So the goal, again, is it's just an onboarding program. We're gonna get in and out of the gym quickly, and the volume's low. So we're doing 3 sets of front squats, supersetted with TKEs, and then everything else is basically just 2 by 12, just getting some work in and getting out, right? So the goal is for people that come in that haven't been training in a long time, this onboarding program is gonna get them ready to train. So I'd like to start off with front squats first. Number one, because a lot of people don't do front squats, but number two, it's one of the safest squatting movements, just to dial in your form as you're coming back into the gym, and obviously the ability just to dump it in front of you if you get in trouble. That's just for a safety reason for people that are coming back. So 2 sets of 12 on everything. We have 1, 2, 3 different supersets that we'll go over. And then we have a Metcon at the end, and then some mobility work. So the Metcon today is gonna be some deadlifts and rowing, but it's gonna be a short one today. So it'll be a 21:15:9. It should only be a couple minutes, depending on how slow I am. Actually, yeah, we'll see. It should be a few minutes, but we'll see how that goes. But right now I'm just gonna get into the warm up. So let's roll. Warm up, again, we're gonna go plank, bulldog circuit, groin plate slides, which people hate doing because they look like you're working the gym, but it's fine. And then squats with the band abduction. The way we set this up, we're trying to do some core activation, then we're doing movements that are good for prehab. So obviously the groin, we're working our hips a lot, and then we're just getting into a squat pattern to warm ourselves up for the day. And the last movement is gonna be some broomstick jumps, and that's just to fire our nervous system up. So they're just jumping as explosively as possible, basically a squat jump to fire ourselves up. We'll go through it all twice, and then we're just gonna get straight into the lift. So the first one's gonna be a 1 minute plank. The biggest mistake is gonna be just setting up like this and just letting your core sag. So you really wanna think about when you're doing a plank, like you're pushing your back into the ground. It's weird being fat, giving people fitness. Like, look at this dude. I just feel myself getting in this position and all this fat here. They're probably like, who's this motherfucker telling me how to do a plank? All right, sorry. Anyway, you wanna think about squeezing your glutes, keeping your core tight, almost like if someone's gonna push down your lower back, you'd be pressing back into their hand, all right? So let's go 1 minute here. All right, next thing's a bulldog circuit. 4 different movements. The first one, so on all of these, the goal, to keep your hips square to the ground. And we're gonna try to work to get as much range of motion as possible without opening up like this, all right? So really pushing tension into your hip capsule and trying to open up range of motion. So the first one's gonna be straight out to the side. The next one, we're gonna kick back and then pull it around. And it's gonna be nice and slow. The next one's gonna be reverse of that movement. And the last one, you're just gonna be straight out to the side, just coming straight up and down like this. So we'll go 5 reps each leg. We'll alternate legs each time.
Here we go. Go, go. Now here we go. Now go, go. Here we go. You ain't never ever seen nothing like this. Go, go. Here we go. Go, go. Now here we go. Now go, go. Here we go.
I can't believe I was 258. That's gonna be great. I'll be 248 in 2 weeks.
Fell behind cause you know you lack substance. When it's halftime, now you wanna make adjustments. But no matter what you switch, no matter what you change, won't impact the game, the outcome's the same. I'ma get the victory, I'ma get the cheddar.
All right, next thing's gonna be groin plate slides. So what you wanna do here is just take a big step, and then you're just gonna slide the plate, crossing your feet. That's just 1 rep, you're just gonna walk into the reps like that. So if you obviously don't have room, just switch feet, and you'll just go back and forth. So you're not the weird guy in the gym kicking the plate all the way down the turf.
No, not never.
You'll still be the weird guy kicking the plate around on the turf.
So you can't stop the play, let's get it. Go, go, here we go. Go, go, now here we go. Now, go, go, here we go. You ain't never ever seen nothing like.
All right, next one's gonna be a squat with a band abduction. So you're just gonna step in the band right at your knee height. The goal, you don't want a super heavy band on this. You want it to give you a little bit of feedback as you're pressing out against it. It's a good drill for people if you have athletes that are having a hard time like sitting down into a squat and just letting their knees come straight in. Not that that's always the worst thing, but it is, especially on your descent if it's happening. So it's a good way to cue people at the top, just to push out against the band. If you do that, you're gonna feel your glutes turn on a little bit, just firing. So push out a little bit, and then you're just gonna sit right down into your squat. Make sure that your knees aren't coming in at the bottom. Just keeping them tracked right down your toes, and then you're gonna come back up. So today we're gonna go just 3 count lower, pause for 1, and then come back to the top. Wow. Oh, that's not good. When you're not mobile enough to get the line in the back. All right, we're gonna do last thing on the warm up is broomstick jumps. So it's pretending like you're doing like a. All right, last thing we got on the warm up is broomstick jumps. We're just trying to fire up our nervous system at the end of this little circuit here. So we're gonna squat down all the way, and then you're just gonna jump up as high as you can. All right, guys, the first thing we got today is front squat. I have a horrible front rack, so I like to just keep in a zombie squat. I could cross it up, but I just feel better just going no hands, zombie squat, just 'cause it's gonna engage my upper back a little bit better. So I'm gonna do that today instead of crossing it up and rounding it over. So it's really light today though. So again, it's an onboarding program. We're gonna do 3 sets of 8 on front squat, and then we're gonna superset that with a TKE, just a banded TKE. So I'm gonna be elevating on the wedge today just 'cause it's gonna allow me to have a little bit better posture for the zombie squat and just sit more upright. So my goal today is gonna be to keep my torso as upright as possible, sink all the way down to the bottom, and then come back up. All right, so for a TKE, I like to try to not transfer my weight too much to this leg when I do it. We're gonna set up most of the weight on this leg, heel toe position here with the band tight. Keep your core tight. You're gonna squeeze it back, just press down, try to squeeze that glute at the same time. It's gonna give you a little bit more activation in your quad. Squeeze it, come back, push as far range of motion as you can, and then you're gonna come back to the starting position. So don't just do this, that's what I'm saying. You wanna spend some time in that locked out position. We're done with those. Next thing we got, just 2 sets of 12 each leg, so just pretty high volume. Alternating forward lunge. We'll just be here, step out. On the lunge, the biggest thing that we're gonna focus on, I like to take a nice mid-range step. Obviously, if you overstep, it's gonna be a little bit harder to push back. You will probably get a little bit more glute isolation there. If you understep, then you're not gonna get as deep into your hip, and it's probably gonna be a little bit more quad isolation. So I'm gonna try to go for just a nice midfoot step, press back, alternate feet, and we're gonna superset that with single leg hip extension, and we're gonna be elevating our foot on this one. So it just kind of makes it a little bit easier actually to drive your hip all the way through. So it's good during an onboarding phase, especially if you don't have like super mobile hips. Sometimes this is more challenging to get full extension in your hip. So driving it up from the bench is gonna allow to push through while keeping our core tight, get really good squeezing your glute, and then just come back down to the ground. So this is also gonna be 12 on each leg. All right guys, the last thing we got today is a tricep. So we're gonna be doing RDLs with the barbell, some rolling hamstring curls with the ball, and then we're gonna finish off with some single leg calf raises. So we'll roll through this just 2 times as well. It's 12 on each. Just gonna roll through it really quickly. So for the RDLs, instead of thinking about bending over, you're gonna think about keeping your upper back nice and tight, crack the knees, and then you're just gonna set your hips back and try to keep your back as flat as possible. So if you can come all the way to the ground, that's great. If you can't, you'll just come down as far as you can before you lose tension, and then come back up. So we got 12 of these. On these rolling hamstring curls, the goal is really, we're gonna drive our hips up, and as we curl in, you wanna keep just driving your hips to the sky while keeping your core tight. So hips are gonna come up, just keep your hips up, as opposed to letting your hips stay down here. It's gonna shut your range of motion off a little bit. So drive hips up, curl it all the way up, hips stay high, control it back down. All right guys, we wrapped up the lift. Now we have the Metcon. I didn't realize, I knew I was out of shape. My legs are actually tired. The Metcon we got today, it's 225 on the deadlift. It's 21.15.9, and that's higher weight than I've done anything today. So it's probably gonna crush me, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Obviously, if using this weight is too heavy, just scale it to whatever you need. So we're going 21.15.9 deadlifts and then calories on the rower. So what that means is we'll do 21 deadlifts, 21 calories on the rower. We'll be back to the deadlifts for 15 calories on the rower, then 9 and then 9, and that'll be it. And so the goal is just run through for time, but obviously keep good form the entire time. Let's go.
Ain't nobody hot as me. Pick up the lottery, childhood prodigy. You'll never get to me. Silence me with sensory. I persevere, becoming all that I'm meant to be. Breaking through barriers, set a new precedent. I'm a phenomenon, never ever hesitant. Like the way you represent, oh so heaven sent. Longevity forever be stay relevant. Through the pain, blood, sweat, and tears, I made it here, overcame my fears. Survival of the fittest be the first law. I practice self-preservation to remain raw. Got to get it and keep it in motion. All I know is dedication and devotion is truly needed till the mission is completed. #1 champion and I'm still undefeated. showtime. We number one, it's go time. We gon' get it done. They gon' feel me. They gon' feel me. They gon' feel me. Time's up.
Finish that up. Wasn't very fun. I got 4 minutes, 5 seconds. Pretty shitty time, probably. I would say I kept on it pretty good. I broke once on the 15, and then my row wasn't nearly as fast as it usually would be throughout, like my pace throughout. But I just wanted to show you guys the leaderboard. So the leaderboard in fitness culture explains the workout. So everyone in the Summer Sizzle can compete against each other. I'll be in here too, so you can hop in. So anyway, you can see my time, 4 minutes, 5 seconds. RX, so I used the weight that was prescribed. Post to leaderboard, yes. And I'm number one, baby, let's go. No one's in this program yet, but anyway, if you guys wanna hop in, compete with me, it's pretty fun, and you can compete against everyone else in the community. The thing is, we don't really monitor it that much. It's not like you're submitting a video submission, so there are some cheaters. Don't cheat if you come in here, all right? I don't wanna see you beat my time unless it's legit. All right, guys, the biggest thing I wanna get out of this is number one, just to show you that even though I've been in fitness my whole life, I'm obviously struggling not being fat as I get closer to 40, and hopefully inspire you guys to hop into this program and do it with me over the next 10 weeks. Again, the actual program starts the 21st, so hop in as quick as possible, because by the time this video gets up, it's gonna be a few days from now. So hop in, come join with me. And again, I'm gonna be posting these videos every week. So the plan is, you got to see how fat I was today. Hopefully next week I'm less fat and I weigh less. My goal at the end of the 10 weeks, the thing that I realized before is, it's kind of like the thing, like your old man strength. Like even though I'm out of shape, I still have the ability to jump pretty high for someone that weighs 260, you know? And like all that force on my feet was just too much the first time I did it. So my North Star right now is getting my body weight back down to a safe level for me to start doing those explosive movements again. So with just my history of foot injuries. So my goal over the next 10 weeks is strictly to get my body weight down to 235. And then after that, I'll be doing some performance-based goals. Anyway, hope you guys like this. Sign up for the challenge and do it with me. I'll see you guys next week.